Hello, we are back to playing the Doomcore Trilogy, and currently we are on the third map of Reverie, which is called the Cup of Wrath. Of course, this one does have a bit of a funny start with the rising pits. Not really the best transition point, of course. This is one of those maps where it's probably a little more obvious. This wasn't really made to transition that well. I do like how this courtyard area looks with the open view of the skybox. And actually, I do remember the sky. It was taken from a photograph from Long Beach. I think the mountains are actually separate, though. They were from a photograph, probably from Lake Tahoe. So I just cut out the mountains and I put it over the evening sky of Long Beach, which is where I was at the time of development. So here's an early easy secret. Just get some health bonuses, and I think there's, oh yeah, I guess there's only 2 secrets. Once again, pretty easy stuff early on. This map's pretty straightforward, literally. So you're mostly moving in a straight line. Of course, this area can be a little bit of a bother with the chain gunners. Maybe not my favorite setup. It's a little awkward too with the metal bars in the way. Oops. Some bad shots. Okay, I already have a chainsaw, so I guess one of the imps hit him. He's just hovering over that. And of course you can see the teleports are color-coded. The red side actually takes you to where the chain gunners were. So and once again, teleport and move on. Whoops. Yeah, this was very concept-driven in some points, and this map was deliberately made to be linear. It was just something I was going to try out to see if I could do something with it. And here's this area, which of course repeats itself at least 4 times, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of funny too, because I didn't actually copy and paste it, even though it looks pretty much exactly the same, and I could easily have done that. But for some reason I actually chose to create the area every single time I was making another bridge. Like, I checked and made sure it was all the same measurements and things like that. I don't know why I did that at the time. It's kind of the same as some other parts of, like, Doomcore. Like, there were some areas that I could easily have copy and pasted, but for some reason I just didn't really trust doing that at the time. Okay, so now there's a trap here. Good old chain gunners. You get some social distancing in there. At least from the bullets, somewhat. And here we are again. Same bridge. And this map, by the way, the title of the map being Cup of Wrath, it's actually in the map layout. You'll see maybe in a little while. Of course, when I get through more of these areas. I do really like the soundtrack, by the way. That's something that I failed to mention in the first video. I meant to bring it up much sooner, but I really appreciate the original soundtrack that was done by the few musicians that contributed. And those musicians are John Weekly, Stuart Rinn, and James Paddock. So, really enjoy their content that they produced for this. Definitely helps to bring the whole megawatt experience together. This computer map and got an invisibility. Yeah, it was really cool too, working with them. And I remember when I finished this megawatt, it was started in August of 2010, and I finished it the following August of 2011. So it was pretty much finished, at least for the 32 maps by that time. But it wasn't yet released because I was waiting for the soundtrack. The soundtrack wasn't yet completed, so I had plenty of time for some months to just focus on playtesting, besides contributing to at least a few other projects at the time. I think there's at least one. I think this is the other secret, actually. Yeah, it's just some health. But yeah, that was really cool, getting in contact with them. I don't remember how that unfolded exactly, but I think I did ask maybe in the thread at some point. And I'm pretty sure I did talk to John Weekly through some messages on Doomworld. There was some bit of contact going on here and there, probably. So yeah, that bridge. This will be the 4th time crossing here. Of course, it is a little bit different this time around, with these enemies at least. Oh, don't know where he came from. Getting low on shells here. So, got to do the deed. Just switch to chain gun for a little bit. Maybe I'll grab that health now. Put it to some use. And, oh, yep. Looks like we got everything. And the map structure, by the way, as I mentioned. Yeah, I think oh, well, actually, I guess you can't make it out. I think, yeah, well, I guess I hid those lines in the starting area, but it would kind of resemble like a mug. I guess I could do this. Of course, now I'm not really in the right position to show it, but basically the auto map kind of resembles a cup, so it just kind of seemed like a fitting title. It was just kind of the idea of a map that was shaped in that structure, and calling it the Cup of Wrath. So yeah, that was the basic idea, just a linear map experience and a fun little map structure that resembles a cup. So that was pretty much it for that one. So I'll see you guys in the next part. Take care.